We had like a designated smoking pit
Really?
outside the high school.
Shut up.
If you guys weren't YouTubers, what would you want your profession to be?
We started a band. Ken, can you spin a track and we'll start singing?
I think that's the worst hangover I've ever seen.
Yeah, Ryan's the king of hangovers.
I don't actually know what happened on Saturday.
You kind of been beating our stuff up, Spenny.
This might be a hard thing to hear, but school is easier than life.
ZocDoc makes it easy to start your health plan by helping you find and book doctors in your area that are right for you, quick and easy. Appointments made through ZocDoc also happen fast, typically with just 24 to 72 hours of booking. More often than not, you can even get same-day appointments. And if I need to head into the doctor, I will be using ZocDoc to find an available doctor near me. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/wide open to find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/wide open. ZocDoc.com/wide open. If you're selling online, our friends at Shopify are here to help you finally get that website up and running. And if you don't want to build a site completely from scratch, Shopify gives you a leg up from day one with hundreds of beautiful, ready-to-go templates that match your brand. And I promise you, Shopify is the answer to fewer abandoned carts and more. So stop waiting, sign up for your $1 per month trial period, and start selling today at shopify.com/wide open. That's shopify.com/wide open. Shopify.com/wide open.
I was talking to my brother yesterday when I was in the skiddy, and he heard the podcast about it, and he's like, dude, don't get the fake tits, man. He's like, just don't do it. He's like, then you're going to be like categorized as like a fucking mutant. Like people are going to be like, you're going to be like one of those mutants. He's like, that shit's just so whack.
Oh, he thought you were
going in.
He thought you were contemplating it.
Yeah, he thought I was serious.
Was the wooden dirt bike Cole's idea?
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking ripping them.
Dude, he loves it, bro. Like,
I mean, the ice rink idea that's a great idea.
What's
Just
the ice
simple.
rink idea?
So,
I mean,
you know how we always go on the ice in the winter with the studded tires? My brother was like, dude, you guys got to do a video where you pull up to like a skating rink and rent it out, but then stud up the bikes and take them and run them in the,
That
which
actually
is
be
just
sick.
fun. Yeah,
in
like
the ice rink in the summer.
I think we've never thought about like just doing our ice stuff in an
In the
indoor
summer.
rink. And then ironically, I got a call from Buddy Spencer, and he's like, yo, I talked to the guy at Fargo Forest, which I believe you talked to too.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, they'd let you do it like in the arena. I'm like, even better.
That would be
Perfect.
so
and then,
lit.
and then
That'd be
he's
so good.
one
Halftime
more,
show.
one more step. He's like, no, he wants you to
what?
do it like during a game. I'm
Yeah,
It
like,
would
oh
fuck
my
the
gosh.
ice up, I think.
Yeah,
It would.
Bad.
So at the very least, I'd love to do it in the arena. Like, it's a great idea.
I told him we're down to do it, but you gotta at least let us run a couple laps on the Zamboni.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
I've
But,
always wanted to operate a Zamboni.
Yeah, can you just drive a Zamboni on the streets?
Some
think
guy got
so.
a Dewey in some county on a Zamboni.
Impressive.
I think it was in Canada.
Of course it was in Canada.
Dude,
They're
we
not
need
very
to buy a
fast.
Zamboni.
I lied. The guy actually got a DUI on a Zamboni in Fargo, North Dakota.
Shut up!
What?
Shut up!
That's
Where?
amazing.
Where was he driving it?
On the ice or on the road?
Oh, at the hockey rink?
I bet hockey arena like owners and staff have dealt with that a lot. Like people drinking while Zamboniing in the rink because they're like, well, who's gonna know?
The Zamboni guy,
Yeah.
he's in the back having a few beers.
Yeah,
I think that's a job you can comfortably have a few beers and do.
yeah.
Okay, this I'm
private
not going to out
property.
his name, but he looks hammered in that picture.
We probably.
He looks pretty
was.
sad. That
Well,
he was-
where was he driving it?
I'm trying to figure out where in,
Yeah, which
in
rink?
town.
Like, I feel like there's a few jobs out there that you can have a few beers and still do. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
what's
there's more than
another
a few,
one? I
few
mean,
jobs out
mowing.
there.
Obviously, Evan's proven that.
mowing is like, it's almost a requirement.
Yeah.
Like, being a doctor probably shouldn't have a few beers and get in and do some open brain surgery.
I'd say the blue collar guys, they run beers. Like my brother, he's a fridge guy, and they go rip like 2, 3, 4 beers at lunch all the time.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
And he's running HVAC, correct?
HVAC, yeah.
HVAC, that's a 2-3 beer job.
No, he'll
I think
literally-
electricians, you got to be more
Yeah.
dialed because you get zapped.
He'll like run a couple beers and he'll call me after lunch and be like, "Yeah, I just had a couple beers," and like you can tell he's kind of feeling
Tuned up a little bit.
going back to work.
What's another job you can have 2-3 beers and still do?
Bartender.
Yeah,
you could be a bartender.
Bartenders, like you can buy them shots even.
bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I have
I'll buy you a shot.
a funny story. Like when I started bartending at Zorba's, you used to back in the day be able to drink while you bartend, but then that got cut. And I was like, oh, that's so lame. How it'd be so great to drink while you bartend. I get why it's a rule because then when I went to WeFest and I got a little bartending gig for the night, they're like, yeah, just sling people drinks and then you can drink too. Don't worry about that. And I blacked out while
While
I was
bartending?
How many
Yes.
years ago is this?
What, I don't know, like 6. And I blacked out while I was bartending, and I woke up with like $300 stuffed in all of my pockets. And I'm like, all right, not bad.
Seems like you did good. See, that's what I'm saying. The blackout method works bartending.
Oh yeah, bartending's for sure one of them. What's one more?
I think it's more common than you guys think.
Blue
And
collar boys for sure. Roofing, anything like that.
See,
I'm
I
not
would
saying
argue
you should. I think it happens more than you think.
like
Yeah, it's
roofing maybe isn't a good one to have beers at lunch because you're up on a
Yeah,
roof. It's dangerous. Like landscaping, you can drink a couple
yeah.
beers and
I'm
build a retaining wall.
I'm gonna go out on a little left field here. I'm gonna say marketing. If you're in marketing, you can have 4 beers at lunch.
yeah,
Remote?
we're talking about what jobs you can have beers at lunch and still be good.
Sales.
Sales.
Well,
Yeah,
at that point, you're
Door to
just
door.
it's just
Salesman.
client entertainment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cashier at the liquor store.
Probably don't
Business
want
workings.
your dentist out ripping a couple lunch beers.
Yeah, no, I think
They
if
probably
somebody's
got
up in your
The
mouth.
list of jobs you can't drink beers on is long. Is long.
Pretty heavy.
But like maybe your eye doctor, they could have a couple.
Yeah.
As long as they're not doing surgery.
Yeah,
but like as if they're doing the 1 or 2,
I
you're
mean,
doing
yeah,
all
they-
the work,
They're
dude.
really just
They're
sitting
just
there.
taking down notes.
They're just sitting there telling you if you can see or not.
Yeah, exactly. You're the one doing all the work at the eye doctor.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But a haircut,
They're
you don't
doing
want
the-
your barber
They're
on
doing
the
the
side.
eye,
true.
They're doing the eye test, and they're like, "What are you seeing up there?" And he's like, "I think it's an 8." No, I don't think it's an 8 either. They're trying to figure-
He's like, "Oh shit, you got me on that one." Okay.
All right,
Oh my god,
I guess
maybe,
you are right.
maybe
That
I
wasn't
am a little more piled up.
Barber's a fine line. Like 1 or 2 might be fine,
Dude,
but once you get past like 3, then that haircut's gonna be uneven.
Nothing
Maybe.
worse than getting an uneven haircut too. I get self-conscious when I get them.
Yeah, you
I've had a
just
couple.
you
You
just
just
kind
feel
of
like
get
an
flustered.
idiot.
You get warm, and you're like, "Oh, there's nothing
Dude,
I can do
every
about
time
this."
I get a haircut, there's like a sweet spot in like the awkward stage of like post haircut. I feel like
Yeah.
maybe it's just my hair, but it's like 2 weeks of like
Yep.
after a haircut, it's just not where you want it.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird how normally I didn't actually think that until Ken's mom before the wedding goes, "Micah, now don't go and do something silly like get a haircut the day before because you're going to look like an idiot."
Good point.
And
That's
then
a
I
good
didn't
point.
think about it. But yeah, I'm like, actually, there is that like fresh, I just got a haircut type vibe that it's like, whoa, man.
Did she show up to your
Whoa,
wedding and
man.
just go, "You didn't listen, did you?"
Well, luckily, I played it kind of safe and I got it 5 days before. She was giving me all kinds of jokes. "Can I show up in Carhartt?" And I'm like, you can wear whatever you want, Carolyn.
It's just an outdoor wedding, Carolyn.
Yeah.
So you blacked out bartending? That's actually awesome.
Yes, but it was like I wasn't being paid. It was at a music festival.
Oh, it's kind of like your pay was
like,
to...
yeah, exactly. I mean, I probably had like 20 Jello shots. I mean, that
I feel like it'd be hard not to at WeFest.
Yeah.
Serve one,
Wait, you were
take
serving
one.
at WeFest?
exactly.
Yeah, why do I not
When
remember
did
you
you do
serving
that?
at WeFest?
It was I think the bar. It was the Moorhead bar. It got shut down.
Oh yeah.
That yeah.
You were
just-
working that?
Yeah, he just was like, "You want to bartend? Like people will tip you, and the booze is free, so you'll make a lot of money." And then I blacked out, and I like woke up. I woke up in my blue van with a bunch of money in my pockets,
Nice.
sleeping on the velvet couch.
Pretty solid night
Now
there.
that you say that, I think I remember dragging you out of there.
Yeah,
Good guy, Ken.
Yeah.
Whenever Mike blacks out, or anyone for that matter,
Ken's
Ken's there
carrying
to
me.
drag
Yep.
them
yeah,
out
you know he's the
aggressively.
first one there to just be yanking you out.
My 21st birthday. Surprised I made it out without like a spinal injury.
Fold
Yeah, I
Ryan
remember
over
it.
the bathtub.
Dude,
he needs to go in the bathtub.
flip him over, flip him over.
Yeah,
He's gonna choke on his puke.
Not even
remember your
puking yet.
21st.
He's just tacoed over the bathtub
Yeah,
like
literally.
this, and Ken is
Naked.
like, "That's perfect. He'll be fine."
Oh, that was
I didn't.
good
I made it
times.
through.
I actually like vividly remember the next day, kind of just nurturing you back to life.
Oh my God. I'm so
And
bad.
I don't think I've ever seen someone so hungover. I'm not joking. I think that's the worst hangover I've ever seen.
Yeah,
ever.
Ryan's the king of hangovers.
Yeah.
Every
So
time,
bad, dude. So
he'll
bad.
be downwind from booze and he'll get a hangover the next day.
I don't even bother texting Ryan the morning after him drinking because I just know he's just
Dude, you know
battling
I'm not.
something
He's
crazy.
fighting the demons.
Dude,
Uh,
Saturday was so fun though.
Yeah.
When we hung out on Saturday, when,
Yeah.
when Ben was at WeFest.
You and Glenny were tearing it
Yeah,
up.
dude,
looks
Glenny
like it.
and Ryan got hammered.
Yes.
Your dad pretty drunk?
Yo, him and Ryan were going drink for like 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours.
Your dad
maybe.
was chilling, it seemed like.
Every time he jumped in the boat to go take a pee, he drifted 60 feet away from the boat, and we had
It
to
was
pick him
windy
up.
as- it was-
You don't
he
do
didn't
that
quite grasp the
sober.
concept of like when you have to pee on the boat, you just hang
Hold
on to
on.
the back.
Yeah.
He would jump off every time, and it was a super windy day, and he would drift that way. I'd drift, we'd basically drift apart. Then I'd have to
Yeah.
go get him. And
Go pick him back
It
up.
was so far that like he couldn't swim over. Like we had to fire up the boat and do a loop and get him.
I
Gotta get
didn't.
Glenn
I
in the
honestly
water
thought
wings.
Glenn and I were having a pretty good time, and then I tried surfing, and then I
Dude.
couldn't surf. I was so hammered I couldn't surf.
Saying a lot.
Juice.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, and I feel bad because CJ was kind of like not at the level that me and Glenn were. So was Benny.
No, I was fine. It really wasn't bad. I was just your surf performance. I was surprised, by.
Dude, I
Like,
felt so
was like,
bad.
that Ryan's a great surfer, and I literally was like, Ryan needs to go. Everyone watch Ryan. He's gonna
Yeah.
do great. And then he just went out there and fell like 3 times.
I know, and I kept going,
He's not what he used
I
to
can
be.
get it. No, dude, I mean, I'm a pretty good surfer. That's a job you can do after a beer or two. I just could not get my feet underneath me.
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been my driving.
The
Who knows?
funniest thing when Ryan, the last time he went, he's like, I'll go one more. And he goes and he falls and nobody was watching, but he goes into the water head first. And then I like look away, look back, and his feet are up in the air, and he's flipping his feet
I
in
remember
the air.
that. I remember
like,
that.
He's doing a headstand, and he's kicking his feet above water.
I was trying to
like,
swim down. I was
like,
embarrassed.
What is he doing?
We got home, and Alondra was like, oh, Longbridge was so good last night. And I was like, we went to Longbridge? Dude, I don't actually know what happened on Saturday.
I actually have a video of you, Ryan.
I do-
and You're
oh.
drunk, man.
me
Dude,
see it.
I don't know what happened.
We ripped
you
a bunch of pull tabs and,
I got some
and didn't
videos
win
too.
anything.
Did you
Really?
save the video?
That's where all my money went. Dude, I had like a couple $100 that were gone, too.
Burnt it.
I knew that something was going on when I
Dude,
was
I'm looking at
when
me
I was
dancing next to
getting-
Glenn.
I was getting videos of Spenny's parents, mostly his dad, dancing to YMCA. And like that's, a pretty American song right there. And the Canadians in the boat were just loving it.
Okay, that's just really hilarious that you say that, Ryan, because I was like, I'm pretty sure the YMCA song is Canadian.
Is it really?
And People was inspired by a YMCA location in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, and then Trump kind of just
Because that's
He
why I
just
was like, man,
commandeered it.
I was like,
mine now.
Glenny's really getting into this. This must be a Canadian song. I don't know.
Interesting.
No, he just loves that's like an old. What is that song from like the 80s?
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Oh my God, dude. Oh no. Dude, me and Glenny had the time of our life, but I think I was trying to have fun.
Yes.
Play the one that I
That's
sent
the vibe,
over,
dude.
CJ.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ryan.
that
was-
is good.
Ryan and Glenny were flinging their tongues out.
Yeah.
I actually never get anxiety because I just don't.
Who's more on, Glenny or Ryan?
Oh, Glenny's tongue was firing, huh?
Oh.
Ryan's a fucking rock star when he's drunk.
Rocking out, bro.
I will say though, dude, I love drunk me. I'm pretty embarrassed about that, but at least it looks like I was having a good
Oh,
time.
yeah. It's not
Dude, I-
much embarrassing about that.
Right.
Yeah, was Glenny kind of like hitting the emote right there?
Yeah.
Is that kind of
Glenny's got an
That-
emote. Yeah, it was just so far. I think I just wanted to show Spenny's parents a good time, so I figured I better just do my best to ruin it.
No,
I thought you were being hilarious. They thought you were so funny.
Really?
Yeah, they thought you were hilarious. You were saying such funny stuff.
Like what?
You were like, I think at one point you were like, Glenny, where did you find a burn?
Oh.
I think you said that.
No, I did not.
Where did you find a bird?
Oh, I'm sweating.
He was like, where did you find a burn, Glenny?
What? So what else did you say?
I can't. Oh man, I can't even remember. But he was being so funny. What were you calling him, Glenjamin? Yeah.
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
No, yeah, you were
was
being
funny.
hilarious.
Well, that's good to hear. I was feeling pretty bad about it. I was like, oh man, hopefully Spenny's parents don't think I'm an idiot.
dude, I
Dude.
thought you were so funny.
We've had a lot of visitors this summer, and I'd say our hospitality rating has got to be at 5 stars.
Yeah, you.
I
I
was
was
five.
going up for sure.
Yeah.
But
I
I
feel
mean,
like we try and show everyone that comes here a good time.
And people, like, they have lots of things to say about how much fun and this and that, but they're like, the hospitality is just insane, which is good. We're really doing that for Rich this time around. Rich is here
Yeah.
now, and we're going above and beyond for him.
Trying to make
Lucky
it worth
guy.
his while.
Yeah.
Bro, we had 5 different groups of people here yesterday at the same time.
On Tuesday.
Crazy.
On Tuesday, like we had literally 5 different groups. We had Rick Duff and his crew.
yeah, we filmed the
had,
music video yesterday.
the Beyond the Spotlight guys filming a podcast down below. We had
Enduro
Noah
guys.
cleaning the
Oh,
cars.
yeah.
We had the Enduro guys
Yep.
show up, and we had Grandpa
Grandpa
Ron.
Ron.
And all of them just kind of came. We didn't, it's like this place is just a revolving door. It's crazy, but
It
I
is.
like it. I'm glad that people have fun here and like feel comfortable and want to keep coming back. So clearly we're doing something right.
It's sick. That's the best part about this area in the summer too. Is there's so many people that just kind of come to the lakes area,
Mhm.
and the shop is just kind of became like one of the frequent stops.
We're pretty welcoming. If you're our friend, if you're a random person we've never met, we're not very welcoming, so don't show up. But pretty much all our friends are always welcome.
I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed a good time when they come over. Like, they know something's happening 6 days out of the week.
Yeah, if you come on a Saturday in July, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it's almost guaranteed there.
And if something isn't happening, we'll get something
Yeah.
going
Yeah, well,
quick.
yeah.
You know, like dig out the pit bikes and hit the pit bike tracker.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, we don't like awkward silence around here. Like, if
We don't
not
have
much
it.
is happening, we're like, all right, well, what should we do?
Let's dig out
do
the bikes.
something.
Yeah, let's go
There's-
do some wheelies.
There really
you
is.
know?
There's just so much stuff to do. And that's the cool part about, like, the compound is, like, back when we were younger, like Fantasy Factory or Nitro Circus or, like, Viva La Bam, like, all these different shows had, like, their compound that was, you know, the set of the show. And we have, like, really capitalized on just making our compound a constant playground of fun shit always happening.
I hate to be cocky, but I think we might have surpassed all of those compounds. Like, I mean, we got a drift track. We have a skate park. We got moto tracks. We got pit bike tracks. We got we got literally
track.
all that shit. Like, the Fantasy Factory is iconic and, like, was probably nicer, but
Yeah, we got like 40,
we definitely got more
60
shit.
acres.
We got
of
more
fun
shit
around
to
here.
do here than in the Fantasy Factory. Although I'd love to go there if it was still assembled, but
Yeah.
And then the crazy part is you got the sickest surf boat and jet skis right there too.
yeah,
5 minutes away.
not trying to be cocky. I'm just saying. I think we finally we did it.
We're doing it. I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
we-
we did it. We're in the process of doing it. It's
Still
constantly
doing
building
it.
out. Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
still
we're building
doing
a
it.
track
doing
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
We're building another track right now. Rich is here extending our current track, and then we're building another track. I don't know
Yeah.
how much we can say, but another version of a track.
I've been ripping the skiddy pretty hard. Long hours in the skiddy trying
Yeah.
to get her piece
Is
together.
that thing still gonna be like rolling by the time you're done with it? The skid
Oh, yeah,
steer?
yeah.
It'll still run.
Yeah,
Yeah, you,
she'll
you
run.
kind of been beating our stuff up, Spenny. I feel like, you know, Evans, he doesn't like go under the radar. Like, everyone knows that he's beating our stuff up, but you've kind of been like just sly about it, where like you just hit it and quit it real quick, and then like we're on to the next thing, and then we're like, hey, who destroyed our lawnmower? And then Big Wrench is like, Spencer. And we're
Yeah,
like,
he's pissed.
Full
yeah,
name.
we're like, oh, yeah, Big Wrench, you didn't have to pull out the whole name on us right there.
The full government name.
And then we're like, what's going on with the skid steer attachment? And Gavin is just like, yeah, Spenny fucked that one up. I haven't really noticed it, but the wrenches are definitely, they're the ones fixing
They're
the stuff.
taking names
Yeah,
on
yeah,
what
they're,
you're
they're
breaking.
keeping
yeah.
track, yeah.
It's because I had admitted to doing it though.
Well, that's
Oh,
good. I
okay.
appreciate
That's
you doing
why.
that.
That's
Yeah.
why. Is because
Yeah.
I told them. I said, "Hey, I broke the skid steer."
Usually it just gets parked there and then nobody says
Yeah,
anything
walks
about
away.
it. Yeah.
That's when I'm not
The
happy.
reason
about.
why they knew about the skid steer is because I broke it, and then I was like, "All right, I needed to use it, so I had to fix it." So I asked Gavin. I was like, "What should I do? You want to weld this, or should I just go out there and fix?" So I just went out there and fixed it on my own.
Really?
Yeah, well, I needed to use it still.
Nice. Nice. That was
Like,
good.
so you're fixing.
I'm breaking,
too.
but I'm fixing. I
You
want
know-
to fix the mower too, but
There you go.
I left back to Canada, so
A lot of shit does get broke on the daily. That's like not a part of the videos, not a part of, you know, content, and it's just like that's just the cost of running the operations around here. Like, there's something that is constantly being mowed, or weed
Transported.
whacked, or transported, dirt removal, or moving things around. It's just like such an operation that things break. So I understand that. I don't really lose much sleep over that at all. But it's just kind of getting to the point where there's so many moving pieces. And then when things do break and you're like, they're out of commission there for a little bit. And then we got the wrenches on 5 other projects.
Yeah,
and
that's the
we
toughest
are
part.
like, yo, can we get this fixed? Because it's got to be used to keep things moving. Because there's just so many moving parts around here.
Anybody who farms knows that drill,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
the thing too is like it's not like sometimes stuff is like needs to happen like that because we're filming and it needs to go. And when I broke the skid steer, we were moving the cars around, so I was like rushing. I wasn't taking my time. I was like ripping the cars, and the car slid back and broke the fork. And I was just like, God dang it! Like
I get it.
It's okay.
Things
That's how
break.
it goes,
we were
bud.
I
Things-
was
things
ripping
do
to try to
break.
get the stuff out.
Yeah.
and get the video done with, and
Yeah, no, it's just kind of how it goes.
it's just
Like,
how it goes.
if there's one thing that we are all okay with is like things are gonna break. Like when I was growing up, if things broke, like my dad would get so mad at me. Like if I broke things, and now I just know that it's just kind of just how it goes. It's just wear and tear. But it's pretty gnarly how much moving parts are going on.
Speaking of broken stuff, I'm trying to track down. Okay, so Gavin hit the rail for the second time on my 3-wheeler. Totally fine. Horrible crash. Epic crash. Bent the forks on the 3-wheeler. No big deal. And he's like, I think he was trying to make a video segment out of it or something. But he's like, Mike, I'm going to get you a new 3-wheeler. I'm like, bro.
A whole wheeler.
A full wheeler. Like, I'm pretty sure you just bent the forks. I don't think anything else is wrong with it. He's like, yeah, but they're really hard to find. So I'm going to track down a new wheeler for you. Well, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. I don't want another 3-wheeler. I just want this one fixed.
I just want you to not ride mine when you're trying to hit the rail.
No, and it was for a good cause. But long story short, he's like, yeah, the forks are really hard to get. And so I just like didn't even look. I'm like, yeah, man, I really wish I had some straight forks on this. I love this 3-wheeler. And then I go on eBay and they are a dime a dozen. And I just like thought he would know that they are. Like they use the same.
Only uses barn find parts.
Yeah, exactly. So they use the same like they're the non-suspension forks for like 10 years on like a shitload of 3-wheelers. And so like I bought forks for literally $65 and had my stepdad powder coat them, and he just texted back and goes, "Where'd you find those?" Like, what?
You should
just
say a
cherry
barn
fork.
find.
Yeah.
You should be like,
Crazy.
oh, I've been
They were
doing
mint.
a lot of barn finds, like searching through them, and
They were
found them in the
600.
back.
Working out is a great way to take care of your body, but getting truly healthy takes more than just hitting the gym. It takes consistent annual checkups with your doctor, getting things checked out that feel off or not normal, and a quality nutrition regimen. ZocDoc makes it easy to start your health plan by helping you find and book doctors in your area that are right for you, quick and easy. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment with hundreds of verified patient reviews to choose from, so you can find the type of care of support you're looking for, from good bedside manner to fast wait times to doctors with the best listening skills. Appointments made through ZocDoc also happen fast, typically with just 24 to 72 hours of booking. More often than not, you can even get same-day appointments. And if I need to head into the doctor, I will be using ZocDoc to find an available doctor near me. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/wide open to find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/wide open. ZocDoc.com/wide open. Cash App. Cash App is the best way to send and receive money fast and easy. One of my favorite features about Cash App is that if you use direct deposit on Cash App, you can get your money up to 2 days earlier than other banks. And if your current debit card is boring, you can customize your card with your own drawing using the Cash App card personalization feature. If you weren't up to speed already, Cash App is way more than just a safe way to send and receive money. With the Cash App card, you can unlock a ton of perks without all the fees. Enjoy benefits like exclusive early access to nationwide concert pre-sales, Kendrick Lamar and Sabrina Carpenter, to name a few recent examples, plus discounts on everyday purchases and popular brands you're probably already spending your money on. Cash App also adds security to your money by declining suspicious card transactions and sending you a notification to make sure the payment is really you. If your card is ever lost or stolen, you can lock it up with just one tap right in the app. Spend with confidence with the Cash App card today. And for a limited time only, new Cash App customers can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, just download the Cash App, use our exclusive referral code WIDEOPEN in your profile, and send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you get $10 dropped right in your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App.
But yep, stuff breaks. Anyway, I was just like, I feel like Gavin should know that those forks were a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
He's trying to buy me a new 3-wheeler. I probably shouldn't have said anything. But
Yeah, speaking of stuff breaking, man, how about that wooden dirt bike we just
This
built
was-
today?
Stronger than
Sick.
one would have thought.
yeah.
Yeah. Like if we
Honestly.
would have just kept
Yeah,
riding
actually.
it normally, anything but hitting gap jumps,
Yeah.
you would have been chilling on it for a while.
I think the wrenches they're damn near Amish at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Building wooden dirt bikes. Looked
Dude, that was so
fantastic.
awesome.
Rode great. Spenny ended up cracking it, breaking
just,
it on the
just
jumps.
the way they used to
but
do it back in the days out of wood.
Yep.
yeah.
They can fix it too. Just slap the metal swing arm back on there.
Oh, true. Yeah.
You could just get
Yeah.
the metal
do
swing
that,
arm on
yeah.
it. It'll
Could
be
just
back.
do that.
That one was the quickest turnaround in a while. Like usually like these projects are taking like 4 to 8 weeks. A lot of the builds that they're doing. And like Gavin will be on one, Big Wrench will be on one, and they kind of just like shift back and forth of like when they get done, but this one was just a quicker turnaround. And I honestly just expected them to make like a 2x4-esque frame.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
then
was expecting too.
Yeah, make it super janky, and then when it broke, them being like, yeah, what did you expect? It's a wooden dirt bike. But like that just shows like the talent that they have, and they don't half-ass anything anymore. Or not that they ever did, but they just don't. They just won't do it. Like if they're going to do it, they're going to do it like 100% how it should be done, which is awesome. And when they were like shaving the things down to get like
the front fender.
Yeah, like the front fender.
That was very legit. It could have just been a plank.
It could have been a plank,
Yeah.
but they shaved it down to look better, and the frame wasn't going anywhere. Like the swing arm, they had to. It just had to be so thin at some point. But like I don't know, it just like blew my mind that they didn't just go the easier route with like the time frame that they had, but they still just made it exactly how they would have made it in like 4 weeks, but instead they just did it in one.
Just rushed through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it honestly is impressive. And you said they built it how they should or something like that, which is funny because nothing we've ever given them is like normal. Like the most normal thing that they've had to make in the last year was the first ever Stark 3-wheeler.
Yeah.
You know, like other than that, it's pretty much uncharted territory. Like nobody builds a friggin' wooden dirt bike. There's no forms to look at. Like, how'd you build your wooden swing arm?
Yeah.
One thing after another, with zero blueprints. Figure it out as you go.
Full custom.
Yeah.
100% full custom.
That's what I mean. We get a ton of emails and DMs like, I want like a blueprint on how to build the Cummins Ranger. But like people don't realize it would take twice as long just to make the blueprints because you're figuring it out as you go. It'd be rad, but it's just hard enough just making it work in the time frame that they have. But it was super fun. I think we should fix it. It's like a little Lincoln Log work of art, kind of art piece.
I agree. It looked
85.
It looked good
Yeah.
sitting in the shop somewhere.
Dude, shout out CJ for finding my old dirt bike too.
Yeah, dude. What are the odds?
What are the
Pretty
odds?
slim.
That is insane.
So Ben's very first dirt bike, it was a 2001 TTR 90
Yeah.
that he had when he was a little kid, and he would ride, and then I'd ride my little dirt bike next to him. Anyways, I'm scrolling Facebook Marketplace like I do, and I'm not even in the market for a TTR 90 or even really pit bikes in general, and it just is on my home screen.
That's what I was wondering. I'm
Little
like,
blue dirt bike. I go, looks like Ben's old bike, and I click it. I'm like, man, this is the exact same year and everything, I think. And
The
then
sevens
and then I see
are
the
like so
stickers.
recognizable.
I see the stickers, but when I knew it was yours is when I saw the monster sticker. And I
On the
go,
back.
wait a second. And then I saw the DC, I saw the Sunstar, obviously the 7. I go, holy shit. And it had the Pro Taper pillow top grips. And I was like, this is Ben's old bike. So then that's why that one podcast, I just dipped out and I wasn't in it.
That's how you had to go.
Yeah, because I wanted to get this
That's
bike.
right.
I was just worried someone else would, for some reason, buy it. So I was like, I got to get over there and
That'd be a
pick this
shame.
up right now. Because that thing's priceless, essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah, to Ben.
it's definitely priceless. When we were filming, and I don't know if you said something regarding like dirt bikes or wood or what the alley oop into it was, but I was like, if he's about to surprise me with like a new 250 dirt bike right now, like it'll be sweet, but I don't know if I really need a new 250 dirt bike.
I mean,
like,
it'd be like surprising you with a Lambo.
no, no.
As in-
No, I'd be stoked if I get
know you
surprised.
would be, but I'm saying it'd be like surprising you with something that you literally already have.
No, I would have just been like a little random, right?
Yeah.
And then like that's way cooler than anything else you could have gotten me, honestly. Like it's priceless. It's so sick.
I just
Yeah.
can't believe it still has the same stickers on it that you put on as a kid. The
That
same
is right.
grips.
It is wild.
No other kid got their hands on it and just
Right.
changed it all up and
Destroyed
made it
it
theirs.
more than I did.
I think they didn't ride it. From what I could gather, is it had exchanged hands multiple times. Because obviously your dad sold that thing 15 years ago,
15
probably.
years, yeah.
So it's exchanged hands, and it sounded like it was pretty far away. And then this guy bought it for his grandkids, and it managed to get back into within an hour radius of
Yeah, I
us.
would say
But
your
all the
Facebook
stars
ratio.
that have to align for that to happen. Because think, like when I pick up a bike, I have a wrap on it, and then like let's say there was a wrap on it, you probably wouldn't have known that was Ben's.
No, you wouldn't. But
you
I'm
wouldn't
just
know.
saying, like, yeah, it's just this
So,
little
like-
kid bike, with the same stickers and all that. But yeah, no one modified it. They didn't.
So you were able
They
to
didn't crash it
see
and
it.
like have
Yeah,
to
even
put
just
new
the
grips
front fender
on
breaking
or
off or
Yeah.
decide to
like,
do. Yeah,
all the plastic was just cherry.
Yeah, the
no
same
rips
it
in
literally
like-
looked the
Yeah,
same as when he was a
exactly.
kid.
Yeah.
like the bend marks and stuff
Yep.
where it gets light.
It's cool, and like I said it in the video, but the impact that dirt bike had, like that dirt bike got me into riding dirt bikes, obviously, which became like me and CJ's thing together. We met you guys because you guys rode 4-wheelers. That's what brought us together.
Back when you were more accepting.
Yeah, right?
You let anybody hang out.
Yeah, yep. One thing after another grew into CboysTV. So it's like the little things from our past that built us into being where we are today. If my parents would have never gotten me that dirt bike, like we wouldn't be sitting here. Like we wouldn't have a chance.
Pretty crazy.
We just wouldn't have had the interest that like started, you know.
It'd be hard to make a CboysTV channel on like tennis or something, you know?
Yeah, it wouldn't hit the same.
Soccer? What was your other sport? Soccer.
Golf. We do like that.
We do like that, yeah. But it's cool, and it's just paying homage, I guess, to like everything. And like you asked me, Ryan, if you could go back and tell yourself at 7 years old or 8 or 9 when I was riding that dirt bike where you'd be today. I wouldn't believe it because I always like dreamed big as a kid. I was always taught that like dream big and you can achieve it. And I always wanted the most in my life. And I don't think that young Ben could comprehend like where we are today and believe it. Honestly, like it's crazy. Just like, I guess what we've been able to like achieve because of the love of riding dirt bikes is kind of how it started. And then one thing after another, but like, it's absolutely insane. Like what it's grown to. And like, it's all thanks to the people listening right now and like the people that have subscribed and bought merch. But like, it's just wild to think that it all started from just like the love of riding dirt
I
bikes.
might have a tear in the eye here after hearing that, Ben.
I mean, it's crazy, dude. It really is like, it's special, dude. I can't stress enough too. I said this when you asked that, but like CJ picking up a camera and like filming us, like
100%.
we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for CJ doing that too, which I think doesn't get enough credit.
And there's the whole, like, it's never too late thing. I always tell people that too. Like, so you got that dirt bike at such a young age. And for a split second, I was like, man, Ben's been riding forever. Like, what's it going to take to like get good? And I didn't get a dirt bike until I was 18. And I felt like I was too late to the game. I don't know. I'm just saying you if you're 30 or 40, you could still get a dirt bike and like be a part of the movement of how awesome Two Wheels is or filming. This is never too late.
I'm not sure if Mike really ever did get good. He fucking rear-ended me today.
No, I got good.
Oh, I got good.
I know somebody has to tell you that, but I got all
You've
right.
gotten-
I got all right.
gotten
Remember when we
way
built?
Still
better.
rear-ended me though, Mike.
Yeah, because you were in the way. You were a lapper, bro.
Lap traffic, bro.
Lap traffic.
Yeah,
Gonna
dude,
get ran
that
over.
old TTR 90 does not stand up even close to a modern day
Oh,
pit
yeah.
bike, dude. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Granted, I mean, you're running like a full BBR build
Big board,
Yeah, full build,
whatever,
110.
pit bike, but yeah, dude, the 90 was still great though. It still rips.
Yeah, it was
All
awesome.
things
So
considered.
that
was
to me is like same for like a stock 110. It's like a true pit bike where you just kind of
Yeah.
chill on it, sit on it, ride it.
The craziest
That's it.
part about that thing is I'm pretty sure your dad bought it for, it was either $700 or $900 back when you were a kid, and I ended up paying $1,200 for that thing 20 years later. So that
Gone
thing
up in value.
appreciated in value.
I'm like not surprised, but that's wild.
Isn't that crazy? It just more so just shows the value of the dollar has just gone down. And
Yeah.
I gotta put that thing in a glass case. I'm done riding after jumping it like that, breaking the foot peg off,
and then
it
rear ending.
Yeah.
clean it up, and then like when you build your house, do like some kind of ledge that's like up high, raised up, and like have it
Yeah.
there, like in your house.
I'm gonna pitch it to Greta. She's probably not gonna like it, but I'm gonna say
I
that dirt
know.
bike paid for
Paid
this
for the
house.
house.
I know it's like I can't wait for the why. Why do you want to display a dirt bike? You're like, no, you
It's like
don't
an X Games
understand.
bike.
Yeah.
Or you save it, and then your kids can learn how to ride on it. That'd be cool.
It's like when you win a championship or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
you put
Yeah.
your championship bike in the house.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Ben's
Yeah.
just got his
TTR
first
90.
bike ever. It'd
in
be
the
even funny
entryway.
because it's just like a small bike too. People would walk in and be like, "Why is that little tiny bike up on your shelf?"
It's not quite old enough to look like real vintage.
Yeah, it doesn't look.
You know, like when
vintage.
something looks old, so you're like, oh, this is obviously a legacy piece, but it's just kind of like a
What do you-
medium old dirt bike.
You going to buy another dirt bike for somebody or?
I
He found my first quad.
Yeah.
He's gonna buy it for me.
Yep.
Dude, I think actually I destroy everything. I don't think it ever made it out of my possession. I think it just
What did
poured
we
into
say
the
we
ground.
were
We
gonna
were
do with that thing?
we were supposed to light it on
My
fire.
red
torch it.
Renegade?
Yeah.
Didn't yours like go to the scrapyard or something?
I have no
What
idea
actually-
what happened to
You
it.
actually
honestly.
don't know. You
I'm
actually
pretty
have
sure.
no idea.
I'm pretty sure it went back to Seaberg's,
Okay.
which is now U Motors.
How many?
Might
Sure,
still
they
be
gave
there.
me like $8 for it.
Ken, how old were you when
Randy.
you got that 800? First time I met Ken, he had an 800 Renegade, which is a lot of power for a
It's a
kid.
big freaking.
I don't even remember.
I know they make-
It was
remember
whenever
what he did last
Ryan
week,
got his.
Mike.
That's when I got that one.
Mike, you think he remembers that?
So like ballpark me, I guess. Just
12 or 13. I don't-
okay, yeah, it's a lot of power.
Yeah, you weren't driving a car yet.
No.
And they just keep making wheelers and stuff more powerful. Like I love that 12-year-old age where like you'll just get like a DM that's like, "Yo, you only have a 250 dirt bike. I have a 1000." And you're like, "Okay,
Yeah.
okay."
I know this for sure, though. I am going to teach my kids how to ride dirt bikes because if you learn how to ride dirt bikes, you are light years ahead of other people with motorized skills.
I agree.
driving
Oh.
driving cars,
Completely agree.
four-wheelers or snowmobiles or anything like that, but like dirt bikes, you get the balance, you get your like
Hand-eye
situational
coordination,
awareness, hand-eye coordination.
I'd say everything.
Yeah,
dude.
everything.
Like,
But
throttle
specifically,
control.
just like cars, it still blows my mind that like let's say 14 is the first time you've gotten in a car and you're like, okay, we're gonna put it in the drive here and steer it. I'm like, what are you? This should be easy.
That's actually a good point. But like the general majority of people, the first vehicle that they operate is a car. Car's the
shouldn't be
biggest,
the
it's the
case.
fastest, it's the most like out of touch. Like you're way more out of touch with a car when you're driving
yeah.
it than you are with a dirt bike or a side by side little buggy. It's kind of crazy. Put a
Yeah.
bunch of people who like legit don't know how to drive and are just figuring it out in a car.
I feel like riding bikes makes me like such a better driver on the road even.
yeah.
Just cuz like I like know what it feels like to spin the tire. So when I'm driving on like ice and snow
Right.
and it's like super icy, I know to like be super light on the throttle so that I don't like spin the tires and slide into the ditch. I'm always like using my like dirt
Your
bike
moto?
skill.
Yeah.
Like I'd say a lot in life, honestly.
All right, Ben's going to buy a dirt bike as well.
He's going to go buy Spenny's first dirt bike.
But yeah, dude, like I'm thinking, even if you don't pursue like dirt biking, like you're not like gung ho all in, like trying to race or anything. If you just have like a farm 4-wheeler and you happen to put a lot of hours on that, you're gonna like be better off.
Dude, my first ever rig that I would drive around was my grandpa's zero steer lawnmower.
Oh,
Bro, I love
dude,
that thing.
That's hilarious too. Like I used to practice. I go, I want to mow the lawn so bad. And
Yeah,
they're
but
like,
they wouldn't let you turn the
can't,
blades
You're
on.
like 7, and so I would just
You would
I
just
would
drive
literally-
around.
But I would practice going in lines without the mower on, which to me is the most insane thing
Yeah,
now.
I think they were all scared of the blades. But
Yeah.
what were you going to do?
My
Jump
parents were
underneath
always
it?
scared of me running the mower too when I was young.
Dude, next time your parents come back, we got to ask them about you smuggling Grizzly.
I know.
How did we not, dude? I thought about it this week. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, forgot about that.
I didn't want to incriminate him. I wasn't sure.
It's already out there now.
Ryan, you were saying you wish you had your first quad?
Yeah, my Renegade. Remember that thing? But then
Yeah.
we flipped it over backwards at that off-road park when Cody put diesel on his dirt bike. And then,
I love that that day is just known by that.
The sand day, yeah. Snap the bar off.
and then I like snapped the bars and the shifter. Like the whole transmission, that was the problem. Is the transmission got like broke. Holy shit.
Sorry,
There's
dude.
nothing-
I texted my dad because I want him to come
Over.
down and see the dirt bike because he's gonna.
Yeah, he's going
Black
to
out.
lose it.
And so I texted him and I was like, "Yo, are you coming out tonight? I want to show you something." And he was like, "Probably." And then like 10 minutes later, it goes, "Send me a sneak preview pic." And then like 10 minutes later, it goes, "I already saw your my tattoo." I forgot to tell him.
I
about
forgot
the
to tell
tattoo.
my mom too.
And then the podcast went live.
Oops.
Tell him it's not that.
And I said, "It's not
No.
that, haha." And he goes, "What is it? Question mark, question mark." Like he's got no chill.
Just say it's a
And then he just
vehicle.
called me.
Say it's a vehicle because then he'll for sure come. I mean, he definitely won't guess it's your first dirt bike.
He's gonna be very surprised.
I knew I shouldn't have said anything. But I wasn't sure.
You know,
Yeah, I
he's not even
just-
thinking
he's
about
just-
work.
Yeah, tweaking on it now.
He's going to be thinking all about it.
He's gonna close the office early.
But yeah, I was riding that bike and my older brother ran into me and broke my foot. Told me I couldn't tell my parents. And
Yeah,
then
we told this story, yeah.
yeah, and then today when Mike hit me, I thought I was good, but now I think my ankle's a little jammed up.
Dude,
Mike's
you were
toe
so
is
tangled
jammed
up.
up. I was
You
so
guys were
tangled
so
up. Just
tangled
pop
up.
up a picture of me laying on the ground, dude.
Neither of you moved. You were just
No.
like, you know,
You
because
were down.
yeah,
I
you're
was
down
like
bad.
kind of laughing, but then I walked up and you're like, neck
Yeah,
is all
why were you
bent,
sitting
and your
like that?
shoulder-
Well,
you're
because
like,
I was
behind
just
your back.
tangled. I was tangled up like on the ground, and Mike was also tangled up, and the bike was on my leg. And so my leg was kind of stuck, and then you picked it up, and I was just, I don't know.
You
stayed
still
in-
laid
I just
there.
stayed in that position.
I was like, oh, he's tweaked on the ground.
well,
like,
Mike
this isn't
ran
good.
my ass. It kind of hurts. It
Mike
does hurt
ran
right now, actually. Just
You
sitting
guys gotta
here.
be sore.
I am sore.
Dude,
I mean, Mike
I
just.
I, was,
was
I
loud.
honestly wasn't
was
that
loud.
tangled. My foot was just on fire. I
I
thought I
honestly
broke
thought you
it.
guys were joking.
Well,
for a
just
second.
take your sock off so we can look at it.
Mike, I don't understand how you didn't see him and just like swerve.
I didn't have my head up.
So you just looked down the whole time when you were
Who said that?
You said you didn't have your head up.
think
I didn't
that's-
have my
think
head
that's
up
a
in
pretty
that very
rookie,
moment.
Rookie riding mistake, Mike.
I
You're supposed
agree,
to
but,
look.
like-
how far ahead are you?
He
supposed to
wasn't
look?
that
Here's
far.
the
Like
thing.
he wasn't right
Here-
at the bottom.
here's
He
what
was
we were
like
doing,
a
though,
ways
like-
away.
We were concentrated on, we're like getting shots of single jumps. So all I have to do is hit the 2 jumps in front of me and look good doing it. That's it. And so like I wasn't like, I guess I just wasn't paying attention for potentially someone stopped at the
It
bottom
is-
of the jump.
It is the one thing that I notice is that there's so many people moving around. It's hard to keep track of everybody. Like when I'm riding around on the track, but then somebody's like driving their truck behind a jump somewhere else, but we're filming on another jump. Like you
You're
just
trying to
never
be
know.
aware
It's
of it
so
all.
hard to be aware of everybody because there's so many of us,
Sure.
and everybody's riding around and doing different stuff.
Yeah, you come over and there's like a guy on a 3-wheeler parked
Yeah.
in your landing spot.
I mean, the same. Even that pitter track. Like I've almost hit Gavin on the track. I mean,
Right,
doesn't surprise
that's
me,
the
honestly.
example.
but yeah, I would say, I mean, looking ahead is you want to be looking pretty far ahead, but you hit the jump and then you're looking back to see if somebody's coming behind you. And
It's another good thing that riding bike teaches you is to look ahead.
Yeah.
Like when you're driving, people I think like look just right in front of them. You're supposed to look out.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it was a big crash though. I was scared, honestly. I thought you guys were joking.
crash.
but-
It's been a while since you had a dirt bike crash, man.
It was pretty uncalled for.
It sounded like a big football hit, dude. There was like this like
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Sounded like
Yeah, it was
shoulder
crack.
pads.
Yeah.
Helmet.
Shoulder pads cracked.
After it happened, I was just laying on the ground going, classic.
Yeah.
Classic. Like you're out doing like the least
Minimal.
the least risk or lowest impact
Yeah,
thing.
just
And that's when it happened.
How did it feel though, crashing that bike 15 years later?
Yeah, it felt good. Brought me back though.
Yeah, there you go.
Definitely brought me back. I was like, the bike that started it is gonna be the one that ends it.
I've crashed pit bikes more than anything. It's the
Pit bikes are
small
sketchy.
wheels, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pit
it's the
bikes are
small
sketchy.
wheels. You can catch a rain rut and be over the bars.
I
Like,
always wanted a pit bike. My parents would never let me have one because I was racing, but like they were like, "Yeah, you pit bike that." My dad's like,
That's
"They're too
true.
dangerous. That's where you're gonna
That's
get
where
hurt."
you're gonna get
Yeah,
hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're
It
gonna
seems a
ride
little ridiculous, but yeah, there probably is some truth to it.
we probably have had some of the worst injuries in Mike's knee.
Dude, how about I just saw a TikTok the other day of Mike crashing
My knee. And
And
that
it's
that
so
was
funny-
legitimately the first time I've ever rode in a 110.
because
Ever.
right before it happened too, which I completely forgot about, is I go, "You want us to film it?" And you go, "Nah, it's probably not even worth it." And I think CJ, or if
Yeah.
I was filming,
Someone
was like,
rolled it.
CJ knew even back
we'll
then.
see what happens. And then you hop on it. You literally hop on it, go over a hill,
And
and
I
then
think-
about 10 yards later, you whiskey
And then
throttle.
but I think I saw someone filming, so I'm like, well, I'm not gonna do anything cool. That's why I initially told them not to film. So I'm gonna ride like a goon. So don't ride like a goon if you don't know how to ride. You need to be good at riding to ride like a goon. I figured that out quickly.
Yeah, and I broke my
yeah,
foot
CJ like
on the dirt
you
bike
did
jump
end up
too.
breaking it.
Right.
That's
I'll
right.
say it was
Pit
a
bike.
severe sprain.
But yeah, it was you couldn't walk.
Even
Almost
worse.
worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hurt my
like 2
hand on the
months.
pit bike.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
backflip in it. That's
It
a little
still
different.
hurt.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, I never get hurt on my big bikes, or like rarely.
Yeah.
Don't knock on that
Pitches
left
Less
get-
dirt
power,
bike
but
right
just
now,
as
brother.
dangerous.
No, yeah, I've crashed on pit bikes way more than anything.
Cody's hand too when he backflipped.
Yeah.
Cody
Yeah, Cody
backflipping
busted
pit
his
bike.
hand.
Yup.
True.
That was almost bad.
Hitters
Oh.
will just bite you.
yeah, they
They're
were
they're just like dead
It's
weight.
false
turtles.
confidence.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
false confidence, honestly.
Yeah.
You get on there, you think that
Either
you're
little.
good, you get overconfident. Like you almost respect a big bike more.
I think there's also more room for forgiveness, more suspension,
Yeah.
bigger wheel,
The suspension travel on a big bike does forgive you a lot.
kind of like a bear on a unicycle on a pit bike.
You actually got a
bit.
clutch
How big?
too on those.
It's
way easier to get off tilt too in the air.
That's the biggest thing. For real. Like, I don't know what it is about pit bikes. It's the small wheels for the little bump or the big bumps, and then you get off kilter in the air. I don't know what it is, but just dead weight.
Sometimes you leave the doctor's office feeling like you didn't really learn anything. They run some scans, hand you a prescription, and you're still left guessing. In the future, we'll laugh at how reactive healthcare used to be because Superpower is here to change that, making proactive, personalized healthcare accessible to everyone. With one simple blood draw done at your home or a nearby lab, Superpower measures over 100 biomarkers. Their app gives you clear insights into your heart, liver, thyroid, hormones, metabolism, vitamins, and even environmental toxins, whether it's preventing disease, fixing that annoying brain fog, or optimizing your gym game. Superpower delivers the most comprehensive system out there. And from there, you'll get an actionable health plan, supplements, diets, and lifestyle adjustments, all tailored to you. And it doesn't just stop after one test. Each check-in builds on the last, tracking your progress year after year. And Superpower used to cost $499, but right now it's just $199 for the full experience. That's far less than other services charging $500 to $1,000 for fewer biomarkers. Know your numbers and unlock your 100-year potential with Superpower. Head to superpower.com to lock in the $199 price while it lasts. And don't forget to mention this podcast when you sign up. Your biology decoded, your blueprint activated. If you're selling online, our friends at Shopify are here to help you finally get that website up and running. And seriously, what are you guys waiting for? Shopify makes it easy to create the website of your dreams. And right now you can start for just $1 a month using code WIDEOPEN. And we built our own site, CboysTV.com, on Shopify. It's been a game changer, updating products, changing the look, tracking sales, and even selling worldwide. It is all simple with Shopify. And so whether you're selling online or in person, Shopify gives you powerful analytics to track what's working, tools to refresh your store style, and it makes checkout seamless for customers everywhere. And if you don't want to build a site completely from scratch, Shopify gives you a leg up from day one with hundreds of beautiful, ready-to-go templates that match your brand. I promise you, Shopify is the answer to fewer abandoned carts and more. So stop waiting, sign up for your $1 per month trial period, and start selling today at shopify.com/wideopen. That's shopify.com/wideopen. Shopify.com/wideopen.
So we had WeFest this weekend, which is like the country music festival that's in our hometown. Lineup was pretty weak, I'm going to be honest. But there was one artist that was in town that I was super excited for. And CJ was there too the same night. Gavin Adcock was so lit.
Was he?
Yeah, he was
Dude,
sick.
yeah, so he's like a up-and-coming country artist that's like pretty core country, I would say. I think like country music has kind of like started to stray away maybe towards more like hip-hop.
Yeah, more pop.
More poppy, but
like a rock star
he's got
country
like
artist.
the country twang to him. But yeah, he started the concert with a bottle of Jack, and he ended it with the bottle of Jack gone.
Holy-
And he,
Shut up!
He fucking
That's
threw that thing
awesome.
out into the crowd. Like, yeah, he ended it drunk.
Yeah, he was a rock.
I bet.
dude.
His
He was
whole his
wild.
whole band was sipping off the bottle, right?
That's
and so
wild.
I'm pretty sure all of them were drunk. And he threw the bottle of Jack, jumped
his
out
shirt
into the
off,
crowd,
yeah.
took his shirt off, jumped out in the crowd, was running up through like the VIP section, got back to GA, like jumped into the GA crowd, was
Holy-
singing. Security
so
was
sick.
security was losing their damn minds
Yeah, bet.
because they were like,
I
"How
don't
do
wanna
we
run back
control
here,
this?"
yeah.
Right? And then next thing you know, he's coming back through, he, like walks them back through like the VIP, and he had to have been pretty laried up. But I think that's just his thing, and it was awesome. And a lot of people afterwards, like older people, were like, "Oh, that was just too much." That was
Oh,
that-"
really?
Yeah, and I was like, "What? That was the only good concert of the whole
whole
weekend."
night, yeah.
So it was awesome. Like, if you're a country artist and you're trying to get the crowd into it, get pissed drunk, I guess, and freaking jump
Run
in
out
the
there.
crowd.
Yeah, jump out in the
Yeah.
crowd.
It was lit. And then Treaty Oak Revival was lit too.
They were really
They
They
good.
were
good.
so good.
They were so good. Yeah, you were there that
They were
night.
so good.
But like the whole crowd of Treaty Oak Revival was like throwing their beer cans and like water bottles up in the air. So you like look back and it was just like, it was crazy. It was awesome.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy how many subs I run into at a country music festival. Like, legit can't walk like 5 feet without just saying what's up. Everyone was nice, and it was awesome
was
meeting
fun.
everyone.
Yeah.
But it was insane. There and a motorcycle race would have like
Top
our
demo.
Yeah, it was fun there because everyone's so stoked. Well, they're married, but like everybody was so stoked between meeting people that I hadn't met before and then everybody that we did know. It's like a freaking school reunion. It's like a town reunion.
Yeah.
Like everybody from around here goes to WeFest.
Yeah, like older people will come up in 40s or 50s or 60s and be like, hey, can I get a photo? Like my kids are big fans, but for them to know that, they still got to like watch to be able to recognize.
Yeah, at least
you.
recognize a face in a
Yeah,
crowd.
which is cool. I think that it's like kind of just shows that the videos have like kind of reached like a family dynamic of the whole family can come together to like watch the vids.
That's my favorite part. That's like, I mean, I appreciate how anyone watches it, whether it's on a phone, tablet, with your family alone. But like sitting down in your living room on a Thursday night and tuning in is my favorite thing to hear ever.
Yeah, a lot of families
It's
say
the
that
best.
they do that together.
Yeah, it's the coolest thing ever. Like they watch it like it's their favorite show because for a lot of people and families it is. And I mean, there's no cooler feeling.
Yeah, over 50% of our views actually come from a TV.
Oh shit, really?
That's awesome.
Okay, so that's even cooler.
That's why
Really?
like you're seeing now, especially I think just YouTube videos are becoming more of a production, which you want to watch that on TV now.
Yeah.
And when you're watching on the TV, then it's like you get the mom that's walking by and she's always seeing it, and that's why we're getting more views now and just more subscribers. But now it's like it makes sense, I guess, why
That's crazy.
more
I didn't know
parents
that.
say they watch them now, and also they recognize us. Yeah, 50%.
Holy.
It's
I
pretty
talked
crazy.
to a mom and a dad, and they were like, the videos are the only things that get my kids on the couch at the same time as me. She's
Yeah.
like, they won't even sit down to talk with me, but they'll sit down to watch the video every Thursday. And they're
That's
just like
awesome.
so stoked. It was pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
I heard you guys always talk about WeFest, but I couldn't believe how big that place was.
Yeah.
Even the
Big
stage.
deal.
The stage is massive.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was gonna be a couple thousand people, nothing crazy. This is like, it's a crazy festival.
Yeah, it's like
Huge.
40,000 people come into our town, and like the biggest town near to us, like where a couple of us live, is like 7,500 people. So
Yeah.
it's still pretty small. So it like
Explodes.
explodes.
It's always sad though, because that means like summer's pretty much over. I
That's
mean,
what it
not
feels
really, not really, but it is for most people.
Dude, I
You
say
know?
that. I say WeFest is the end of summer and Heydays in a few weeks is like, it's full blown fall after Heydays. But dude, the Sunday morning after WeFest, it was like 62 degrees and cloudy and windy. And I go, like I said, summer's over, dude. It's sad,
Goes
honestly.
so quick.
It really
I mean,
does.
It
I
doesn't have to be over, you know.
No, we'll still have good times, but just like the generic summer night
Summer.
of where it's like 85 degrees still at midnight and it's hot and it's calm out and
High vis
everybody's
is
around.
off. Carhartts are back on.
I love that guy.
You seen that guy?
I know that guy, yeah.
Carhartts are back on.
Have you guys seen the American Rejects band popping up and doing like the pop-up shows in like fans' backyards?
No,
Like all American Rejects?
Yeah.
they wrote the song "Move Along."
Yeah.
Move
They
along.
They have a bunch of classics.
Gives you
Yeah,
hope.
it's a
ton of
lit song, dude.
I'll
I used to play
give you my
RuneScape while listening to that on LimeWire.
Holy
Or,
shit.
no, it
That was a
Napster.
sentence.
So many-
Napster.
That was such
It
a
was LimeWire.
sentence.
That was a crazy
That was a
sentence.
crazy sentence.
Back when Napster was free, and then they
Yeah.
got sued.
Yep.
They've been doing pop-up shows just in fans' backyards,
cool.
just as like basically college parties.
I
But
like
they
it.
get lit.
Really?
Yeah, because
Yeah, yeah.
they're like a big band.
Yeah, no, they're huge.
They're huge, right? And so they'll do a show in a fan's backyard, and then it'll turn into like Project X, just
mean,
like
yeah,
burn
how-
the
the
house
cops come?
down. Yeah, like every time.
What?
That's what always it intrigues me when a band, let's say the band that normally plays for 40,000 people or even 10,000 people, and then if they play in the backyard of someone's house and 1,000 people show up, which isn't even that much for
Yeah.
their show,
But
it's gonna explode a
yeah.
house.
So they've been doing it. Like they'll pull into town and they'll post on their TikTok, like, "All right, here's the address. Be there tonight." And they'll give like an hour heads up, 2 hours heads up,
Oh, you
and
really
then
should.
a couple thousand people
How
show
old
up.
are these guys now? Gotta be
I
in
mean,
their
they-
40s,
probably.
I think I'd be
But
getting older.
It's pretty sweet, dude. Like, it's really cool to see. And they started doing this, I think, because they maybe weren't selling out big shows. And now this kind of just, like, reignited.
them. Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
I love
Like
that.
you were once at the top, and now you're back down again. How quick you can get shot right back up to the top. I mean, I say it all the time. It's just
there's always
all
room
it
to
takes is
reinvent.
one instance. I mean, you could go from being a guy in our video that everyone hates, and then in one moment, everyone loves you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the tides change quick.
Yeah, people
you
forget
can go
pretty
the vice
quick.
versa too. Yeah, people forget very quick, dude. It's like, which is sad.
Just go on TikTok and just look up All American Rejects, and it'll be the top one.
Yeah, this video is crazy. Can you imagine going to a concert in the backyard and only filming the lead singer?
That's what the drummer's been saying for years. I didn't get any screen time.
You just stood there and only filmed him, nothing else, no backyard party shot.
If you guys weren't YouTubers, what would you want your profession to be?
Country artist of some, or just some kind of musician.
I'd agree.
For sure.
That's what I said too. I was like, DJ.
Being a
You're the sickest
musician
ever.
is so sick. We were just hanging out with our new buddy, Rick Duff. He wrote a song called Ford Ranger, and it was the lyrics are based around our Ford Ranger. And so Rick Duff was in town, and we were filming a music video with him the other day. And I was just like, I think that being a musician is the sickest thing ever. You get to basically do nothing all day. You show up for a sound check, and then you get to do nothing for another couple hours, and then you get to go and perform in front of a bunch of people that love you. Like, it's got to be like the coolest feeling ever, like the most euphoric feeling ever to hear people singing back. And obviously, if you're like not a big artist in general, it's definitely like a hit to the ego, I'm sure, when people don't show up to your show or don't know your songs.
You got to work your way up.
But yeah. I mean, everybody starts at nothing and builds their way up. So if you could build your way up to become a big artist, I think that would be so sick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's so much more to it, and you're constantly traveling around and all that.
Right.
But also at the same time, it's like once you make it, some of these guys, they only release maybe like an album a year, if not an album every 2 years. So like what? You're in the studio, you got to write 20 songs, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time they have ghostwriters. But I agree. That'd be the best career.
It is
Damn.
hard to speak on the work that they put in,
Yeah,
being
because
that
everyone
like
would say the same about us.
exactly.
Well, I
They'd be
mean,
like, "What do
yeah,
you mean? All you do
right.
is just make a fun video and then do nothing else."
Yeah. Rick was kind of, he's like, I see a lot of similarities to YouTube, obviously. He's like, the fun kind of comes first. The pointing the camera, the getting the video out, the getting the views. He's like, that's cool. Same with the song. It's fun to make a song, get it out, it gets the views. And then he's like, but then all of a sudden you need t-shirts and you need someone to plan out your tour and book your shows. And same for like, we need lots of planning. Turns into a business really fast.
Yeah, I think
So-
that's just surrounding yourself with like the right people and having enough of a business mind that you can,
Right.
capitalize on it.
Yeah, performer would be the coolest thing, though.
Yeah, it'd be sick. We start a band. We just switch up. Who do you think would be the lead singer? Who's the best singer in the crew?
Probably you.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
you
think.
got a nice voice.
Hey,
I
thanks.
heard you
I don't
singing
think
the
I'm a
other day at
singer.
lunch.
Thank you.
Ben doesn't know lyrics though. He makes his own lyrics
Yeah,
up.
I don't
when
know.
he's
I'm
singing.
I don't
not
either.
a lyrics guy.
I don't remember.
that's-
I don't memorize songs for
neither.
shit.
That's
dude.
what will make each show unique because each show will be different.
He's up there singing.
It's true. You
Yeah.
never know what I'm gonna say up there.
Yeah. But I mean, there's singing. There's obviously rapping too. None of us can rap either, but
Can you
But
guys
can
play
be the
any
rapper.
instruments?
the drums a little bit, the trumpet a little bit.
Okay,
I
so
could learn.
Mike's
Play the
on the
flute.
trumpet.
Mike, you
Oh,
got.
I bet you can play the flute, Spenny.
I know you said you've never played it, but you do have a guitar in your office.
Well, I haven't played that guitar. Like I could pick guitar back up, and I could not be lead guitar. But I could be backup.
I think it's easier now than ever to be a musician.
There's probably a lot more
Yeah.
competition. of
But-
be-
but I-
You
like,
don't even really have to have that good of a
But I think
voice
the
because they can just
barrier-
fix that and
Dude,
post.
Yeah, the
I
barrier
think
to
that-
entry, like to call yourself a musician, you really just need like I have
You just
one
need to
song
make
on
some music
Spotify
and
that
you
has a
put it
million
out.
views, and
Yeah.
you could call yourself a musician.
I
can
think
get
if
your
you have a social media mind, then you can be a good musician, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I think that if you can just make good TikTok content or Instagram content and get people to care about you, your music doesn't have to be that good. Gavin Adcock is a pretty good example of it. Granted, he does have good music, but the reason I found out about him is through TikTok. Like, he's like posting a TikTok video every single day. Like,
doing
he's-
crazy shit.
yeah, just saying crazy shit, starting controversies,
like a
getting
rock
people.
star.
Yeah, living like a rock star, but he's getting people to talk about him, and like I think that's kind of what you got to do. I was telling Rick Duff that too. I was like, bro, if you're not posting on TikTok, like you're immediately behind the rest of the guys that are, because it seems like that's kind of what's pushing things.
Yeah, dude, the short form content for sure is
And that's not
huge.
all of it.
But
You know, there is
yeah,
songs
there's
that
so much.
prevail without having
That's what
anyone know who's behind
it's
it.
cool. We're at a point. There was a stint where it's like, oh yeah, you're just trying to push on TikTok though. That's not gonna like amount to anything. But now I don't think anyone can say that.
I mean, I think you got to do more than
Of
just
course,
push on
yeah.
TikTok.
Of course.
But I think you should definitely. That's one of your biggest
But it's like if you're
tools right now.
And let's say that's where you're pulling your biggest numbers, but you're still making songs. Like you can't shit on that at all.
Taylor Holder did it, that TikToker. He went on.
Yeah, he kind of had a transition too.
Dude, he went on
TikToker to.
He went on tour
artist.
with Post Malone.
Really?
Yeah,
Lit.
singing.
That's
And I
sick.
guarantee, dude.
just
I didn't
finished.
know
He was sitting down. He figured out. He's like, "Yep, musician's definitely the route to go."
Well, Alex Warren, bro.
Same with him.
Oh,
Alex
yeah.
Warren was a YouTuber and then a TikToker, maybe vice versa, and then he switched to music, and everyone just shit on him and was like, "Buddy, you're a TikToker. Buddy, you're a YouTuber. You can't make music." And now he's like the biggest artist of the last couple months. Dude, his streaming numbers are insane.
Wow.
They're insane.
It
He's
is
got a song
interesting.
bigger than Drake's right now.
Dude, I think if you can blow up on, let's just say YouTube, oftentimes those people, like, you don't just have a team to do your shit. You're the camera guy, you're the fucking writer, you're the producer, you're the editor, and you're the talent on screen. So, like, anyone who can accomplish that, like, you got a pretty wide skill set, and oftentimes I think those people can move into different ventures and do well at them. I mean, you just look at the line, like Taylor Holder, Alex Warren, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, like a lot of big YouTubers. I mean, they
Have been able to transition.
It is
Yeah.
funny to think we are like one step away from essentially being able to be music makers. Like someone who could produce us and then us putting some time and planning into lyrics and
Dude, honestly,
like, we have the rest
I could
of it.
see it happening too. Like, I'd be down to make a good song. It's just gotta be good.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
gotta
especially
be
with
good.
like computers and AI now, like you can make like, you know, the backbeat and all that shit. I don't know. We got a lot of tools. That's what I'm saying. Like it might be, I think it's probably easier than ever to become a musician.
You're right.
Like,
My brother
you're-
really, he writes music and he
Yeah.
knows how to like produce and
He
stuff.
could
I
help
should
us.
just have him. I don't know,
Everybody has to make
but
a
it's got to
song.
be good enough where people can't roast you for it.
they're going to roast you no matter what right away.
Yeah, but if it's a good song, then people will actually be like, "Oh, it's a pretty good song." But if
think-
it sucks,
Yeah, I mean, if it sucks, then you're really in trouble. But I think even
It's
if
hard
it's
though.
good,
Like, what genre are we going? You know, like
I don't know. it
Spenny
seems
collabs with Nickelback.
dude, I think
Dude,
being a DJ
oh
where you're
my
making like
God,
the
when I-
noises would
Yeah.
be the easiest. Fucking put some noises together. You gotta have an ear for it, obviously. But
like, barely.
yeah, I mean, dude, some of these songs, dude, they're
We
just
got
like,
mics.
bow, bow, bow.
we got mics. Ken, can you spin a track and we'll start singing?
I don't know if I can do that. But.
Ken, I think,
Can't even spin a track back there, dude.
I think
Give
pro.
us a track.
Well, we can get Justin to like ghost mix some of this stuff.
dude, if we had a band, Ken would be the bass player. He would just sing the
Glasses,
whole time,
big
glasses
top hat.
on. Yeah.
He'd have his big horn hat on, his big horn helmet.
there's this guy on Instagram, just since we're speaking of music, his name's Ari at Home. He streams. He's a streamer. He has his beats making, like piano, beat pad, whatever, streaming, and he just goes around NYC. He finds people to rap, and then he's like, all right, well, what kind of beat do you want? And then he cooks up the beat on the spot, and then they rap, and you just have to go check it out. There is people who know how to rap and sing incredibly well, just crawling around NYC everywhere. It blows my mind, the talent that he finds on a daily basis, and you just have to go check it out. It's so good.
Dude,
Ari at Home.
Guys that can freestyle, that's a special talent.
The problem is like those guys that can freestyle doesn't necessarily translate into being able to make like a good like
Right,
hit song.
right,
Like
right.
a lot of these hit songs are just written by someone else, and then you go in, you could have a literal shit voice, and then the producer on the back end adds the beats and all the other shit, and then fixes your sound, and then it sounds amazing. I'd bet you the guy producing the song might be one of the most important pieces,
Yeah.
if not half of it. You know,
You guys ever hear like Juice WRLD get up and freestyle though? Like
Yeah.
some of
he
his
was good.
some
yeah.
of his biggest songs are one take.
Yeah, you're right.
Really?
Off
That's
the cuff.
crazy.
Yeah.
What's your guys' thoughts on dead artists like Juice WRLD? Like their families continuing to put out music after they're gone.
I
mean,
just
if
saw a
they have
collab
it-
between XXX and Juice WRLD.
I don't know.
Both
I
of them
mean,
dead.
you know, obviously the producer made it, you know, mashed them together to make them work because it probably wasn't recorded as one.
No, I think it's AI.
Oh, you think
I think
so?
a lot of it's AI. I think
Really?
I think a lot of the voices.
That's
are
actually
AI.
you don't
very
think-
possibly right.
That's-
I think a
that's
lot of
whack.
it is.
I think,
That's
but
super
some
whack.
of it,
That's lame.
some of it is like they recorded parts
Yeah.
of a song and they just hadn't put it out
And
yet.
I
And they
never
were
saw the-
looking to finish it, or they were looking to have someone else come in and help complete it, be a feature
Yeah.
on it. So they have like this bank of half done songs, and then they would sell them to other artists that are still alive, and then hop in on it and make a song. And
I think
share the
you
revenue.
like leave it up to the fans, I guess. Essentially, like, if it's good, then sure, run it. Like, if it's not just a giant money grab and you're actually wanting to put their art out there, obviously the families or whoever owns the rights are gonna make money off of it. But like, rappers just like record songs and then just like
have
put
so
them
many.
on the hard drive. Well, whatever, they put them away. That's it. Like, they don't see the light of day.
I think it helps them live on.
I agree. But also, like, yeah, again, if it's for a money grab or if the music's just really shitty, it's like, what
Then
are you
it's like,
doing?
don't do that. If it's
you're
shit
gonna
song,
muddy
yeah,
up
then
their
it's just-
legacy
yeah.
here.
I do agree with that it like does help their legacy live on. But I think with, let's say, Juice WRLD for the case, he's released like more songs after he's been dead than he has when he was alive.
Dude, he wasn't
Yeah.
popping that long.
And my
True.
beef
Before
with that
he
is
died.
they're literally called artists, and artists have a vision for how they want their song to come out and be portrayed to the world. And maybe they never put that song out for a reason, and it kind of was almost like their choice to not publish it. And then now the family takes their name and just starts throwing stuff at the wall, or even just puts things out that maybe the artist, the person who created it, didn't want out, and then kind of gets all the benefit off it. I think that's like a weird place, because I think
There's never a right and a wrong way to do it, which is like the toughest part. Because like, I've heard of stories where you have a buddy that raps and I somehow get a hold of a couple of his songs and I just put them on SoundCloud. I'm like, dude, my buddy's so good, but he's too scared to show the world. I put his songs on SoundCloud, even though he wasn't planning on releasing them, and then they get a bunch of views and people are like, damn.
yeah,
this
but
guy's
if
really
it's
good.
like Mac Miller and the family goes, all right, if we put out this song that Mac never released, we're going to make $19 million.
Exactly, money grab.
I think it's a dirty thing.
And it's also kind of like, what stage of development were these songs in? Like,
That's a good point.
Were they just in the studio one afternoon and just had some lyrics recorded, or was it like this was part of an album that was 75% of the way there?
Didn't get
just
released.
needed a little polishing touches on.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Like I feel much more comfortable about like where they had a bunch of work into this rather than it's just some
Yeah, they start
random
taking
studio
their words.
recordings here and there.
That's like, we're like playing the song. Ken's like, I don't feel comfortable listening to this one, boys. But yeah, I feel you. There's no right and wrong. Last one, but I'm just saying, you could literally have that song in the studio where you just sat. You're like, dude, I just walked in there and I was just goofing off with my buddy, and then you make a hit. I don't know. There's
pretty
no
cool.
right or wrong way to do it.
I had heard somewhere that Lil Wayne had like an absurd amount
Yeah, he
of
does.
songs
He does.
unreleased. So I just looked up how many unreleased songs does Lil Wayne have, and top answer was Lil Wayne is rumored to have over 1 million unreleased songs.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I think that's pretty inaccurate.
But a lot.
I've heard him say a lot.
But let's say even if
believe
it was
it.
I've heard him say a
1,000.
lot. Yeah, I
Probably
thought
more
it
than
was
that. I bet
1,000,
more
but
than
yeah.
that, dude.
Yeah.
Because like they oftentimes, they're recording all these songs, and it's like they got to choose what's going on the album. And I mean, that guy's been popping since what, 2001?
2000s, yeah.
Yeah, Lil Wayne. He used to be a part of that group. What was his group's name again?
Turk Fit. Why is Lil Wayne still popping so much?
Because he's just a legend, dude. When I was in middle school, Lil Wayne was the guy.
Yeah, he was
the
like-
guy.
he was the top rapper.
The guy.
It was the Hot Boys.
Yep, the Hot Boys. That's what I thought.
Are you calling him Lil Wayne?
I think the reason why they called him Lil Wayne was because he was like 16 at the time. Or he was young. He was little.
He's
And
a-
I
he's a-
remember
he's a
this
bit of a
music
short
video,
king.
dude. They had the fucking PT Cruisers and shit. It was lit.
You had a PT. You sold it.
That's lit.
What was the origination of Lil? Like,
Yeah,
why are all
who
these
wrote
why are
the
all these
first-
rappers called Lil?
There's so many. I want to know that. How many rappers go by the name of Lil something?
It's gotta be hard to come up with a good rapper name these days.
You put Lil in it, and everyone's kind of like, okay,
Lil Ryan.
Lil
That works. You're good.
That's actually not bad.
Big Ken.
Lil Man J.
He was the youngest member of the time of the Hot Boys.
Okay, on Spotify alone, in 2018, there were reported to have over 8,000 artists with Lil at the start of their name.
How many of those are overlaps?
That's a lot, bro. Yeah,
You're out here trying to get a trademark,
Yeah, for
or at least
real.
a domain.
I don't know if you guys watch it or not, but Tanner Fox just dropped a new video.
Really?
I watched
haven't
it.
seen it yet.
I watched it
Oh,
too.
yeah.
It's
I
his new
didn't.
GTR.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I did.
it's
I
the
saw.
GTR that he rebuilt.
Yep, saw a little bit about that, and honestly, I was happy to see that. I was like, because that was the kind of peak Tanner Fox days when we had Guaxzilla. That thing is sick. And
Yeah, rebranded the GTR.
How is it? Is it sick?
I thought it was good. Yeah, I thought it was pretty
super
good.
sick.
Yeah,
He did like a little Fast and Furious tribute
yeah.
to the Paul Walker original R34 or 32, but it's cool.
Yeah, Tanner Fox.
Making the comeback.
He was like the first YouTuber that we had met that was like how eye-opening
Well,
it
Jake
was.
Angeles,
Yeah.
who also
true.
happens to be
Boys
scootering
with him.
again.
But when we met Tanner Fox, we were like, holy crap, how is this even possible?
Dude, that
like
thing
this
is
kid
sick.
is
He was like the first
moving
rich
like
YouTuber.
this.
we
Yeah.
met.
I think Tanner would even say this though. It's just like when you're that young and you're exposed to that much money and success, I don't know how good it is for you, especially if you're not, I guess, mentally ready for it. I think the last couple of years have been pretty tough for him.
That thing is nice.
Yeah, it's
He's been
Man,
trying to
that
figure out
thing's-
maybe
That
his
thing is
identity.
nice.
That
again,
thing is
but-
nice. Holy
well,
smokes.
and the toughest thing, and this happens at any age, but think it happens the most at around that 18-year-old age, is like, how do you know who your friends are?
Yeah.
They're your friend. You get a couple close friends, so you think, and then you let them live with you and stuff, and then like you truly don't know who your friends are.
I'd
Yeah.
say it's like the make or break, you know, like you have the friends that are out partying and you could be out partying or you could be out doing other stuff. It's kind of like
Working.
it's like the make or break couple of years, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, but and even if you're partying, like you got to make sure those friends aren't just using you to party harder than they could have. If they're partying with you and like taking care of you in the same time, it's great. But a lot of times it's just like, yeah, my buddy, he likes to party, so I'm gonna piggyback off him so I can party hard with him. I don't really care how his well-being is. I'm glad we weren't so young when we were young, but I'm glad that we weren't so independent and young when we made it big.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like the internet's a pretty tough place to grow up if you're in front of that many people,
Yeah.
especially if maybe you are validating your confidence off of what other people have to say. It was crazy, though, just like hanging out with them back in 2018 or 2019, whenever we became 2020, right before COVID hit. Yeah. Just, I guess, I don't know, being exposed to, like, I guess, the success of someone like that popping that way.
So eye-opening. I remember we went down there and he had like his house, he had a track, just like his whole operation. It was like, whoa, you know how
Yeah.
to do it.
It was like, oh, this is possible. This is cool. And he was just kind of a normal dude.
Did you guys see Cleet's new pool?
yeah.
That is sick.
It's so
The
awesome,
Chevy
dude.
pool.
The Chevy pool
He made the right decision.
goes so hard.
Like-
So dummy hard.
Obviously, I'm not digging an in-ground pool for myself right now, but I'm like, why didn't I think of that? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
When they walk by the hot tub here, George goes, oh, we should have done the hot tub in the shape of a turbo. And I'm like, damn,
Oh,
that would have been a good idea.
Yep.
You think Chevy's paying him for that?
No,
No,
which is
that's-
actually crazy. They should be.
they should be.
Ben, are you gonna build your house sick like Cletus?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you gonna go Lambo pool?
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Lamborghini
That'd
pool.
be a cool shape.
That would be a cool shape.
When Cletus was talking about building his house, he was like, I think I'm going to just make it like so sick and do everything that I want to do. And hopefully my wife is okay with it. Which is exactly
Yeah.
what I see he's doing right now.
Insert giant Chevy pool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
That's
That is
actually so
actually
awesome.
like so sick.
There's the happy medium because it's like if you tell your wife we're getting an in-ground pool, yeah,
Happy.
she's gonna be happy.
well, like
Say,
people
"Listen,
wouldn't
baby."
know though. People would come over and they'd go in there and
Yeah,
they'd
they
be like,
wouldn't
"Why
even
is
know.
what's the,
No,
what's the
no,
shape of this?"
from the house, yeah, you
Yeah.
probably don't
Yeah.
really notice
Even
it
from
until
here,
you're
like,
in
How
the
many
Yeah,
views you
you
got?
really tell.
1.6 on that. Yeah, that's
It's
a great title and thumbnail.
it's a good shape for a pool. You got the sun deck, you
Yeah,
got the
it's
wider
perfect.
spot for volleyball, and then you got the deep end.
Looks better than a square.
Like the Dodge logo wouldn't be a very
No.
good pool,
No.
Well, I guess then neither would the Lamborghini because it's
no.
just a
Big
badge.
oval.
Yeah,
right?
I'm thinking
Lam-
of the, I was thinking of the
If you do
Ram.
it better,
Lamborghini
it'll
would
be
kind of be a
cool.
weird one.
Yeah, you guys come over. I got a Lamborghini
a
pool.
pool.
You
It is
walk
a
in.
triangle.
My dirt
Oh.
bike is hanging right on the entry.
It's a nice
That's
pool,
what it
but
should
the
be,
shape is
dude.
just whack.
That's what it should be. Did you guys see Hayden Deegan what he's building for his house?
Yeah.
I don't know if
That's
that
a
was
pad.
a joke or like was he being serious? He
I think he's
posted
being
it.
serious.
It was just like a rendering. It's on his Instagram But I mean, that's what
Yeah, you
a
gotta go
guy
to
like
Instagram.
Hayden Deegan should be building for a house. And Ben, I think you should take note.
I
think
agree.
You should take note because you should have a dope ass house like this.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we all should, but you're the only one building the house, so.
I might have to postpone it another year to go extra dope on
Tennis court too. We need a tennis court. So
You can
sick.
build some sweet stuff. Obviously, if you have like a bunch of money, you can do anything with
Yeah.
it. But like, people are just getting more and more creative. Or like architects and designers are just getting. I don't know.
Dude,
Some
the
of these
internet,
houses
man.
are just insane.
The internet
what,
and AI.
like, stresses me out. Like, I was asking Sydney, and she had a good point. A normal answer was, that's why you hire architects. That's why you hire interior designers. But I'm like, when the sky is the limit, like when you're learning, like, oh, I didn't even know you could do that. And then you learn about it when it's like you're halfway into your house build, and you're like, oh, I really wish I could do that. But you have concrete and metal and wood laid down. Like, you can't just go back and like redo it.
Yeah, no, people are just getting more and more creative. And maybe it's just because like you have access to it on the internet where you can see what other people have done.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's true.
it is
Yeah, you
pretty
used to be able to
eye-opening.
kind of only see, like, you could either see houses in person or in a magazine. That was
Yeah.
like it.
You need
True.
good builders though, dude. You get some shit builders in there. Oh my god, you'll have a mess.
Dude, actually,
CJ's been
It
hurt.
all,
one.
it all comes down to the
You'll have
builders,
a
though.
mess. Like,
When-
like you even so, like if you want to do some really sick shit, you better find some really good builders because there's a lot of people out there that can't even do the basics.
dude, when my
So-
parents built their dream house, the one I grew up in, it was so bad. There were so many things that went wrong. And I was like, whoa, they should be on the line for that once I finally got old enough to learn. And they're like, no, they filed for bankruptcy and dissolved right after they built our house.
Shut up.
Dude, that's what
That's
happened
no
with
way.
my parents too.
So,
Really?
yeah, we were just
Yeah.
literally shit
Last
out of
house
luck.
they ever built, and
Yeah.
the window company went bankrupt afterwards, so they can't
Just
replace them or
literally
any of that.
I
shit.
remember that. People are really hating that the podcasts are too short because we're making the videos so
People are back
goddamn
in school.
long.
People are back in school. They want to listen.
Who the hell's back in school?
I don't know. I see
Well,
the
I think
comment.
college
Yeah,
is start
school
up
is
next
going
week.
back. Like I don't hang around really anyone who's in school, and obviously I don't have any kids or anything like that. I forget. Like it'll be the middle of summer. I'll be like, I think kids are in school today. Like,
I do
like
the
I'll
same thing.
literally drive by. I'm like, oh, must have no school today.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, it's summer.
I asked
And
my
then it's
neighbor
like-
that. Like, how is school today? She's like, it's July.
Yeah, dude, it's just crazy because I'm so uninvolved from
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
like, I imagine kids are gonna get back into school soon because I was reading I always read the comments or as many as I can. So when you guys comment on this podcast or even on our YouTube vids, I more than likely will see them. Yeah, I just see comments like, "Oh, like so excited like that this podcast dropped because now I can listen to it at school." Like, you know, and I'm like, "Damn, kids are already firing up at school." But, you know, one thing I do want to say, this might be a hard thing to hear, but school is easier than life. It sucks because, like, school is really boring, but, like, just enjoy it if you're at school.
Dude, it was
Like-
so easy.
Like, I look back, that
show
shit
up.
was fun, dude.
It
You
was
were
so
hanging with
fun.
your friends. You were goofing off. I wasn't really doing a lot either. And I don't know. You just, like, just enjoy it, man. Just enjoy your time in school and in the present. Just hang with your friends.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know.
with your buddies every day.
Imagine just like you had school coming up in a week. It'd be pretty exciting. Go get to see the friends again, and
You know, that's
I
a
don't
good
know.
way to look at
Yeah.
CJ. I don't know if anyone out there looks at it quite like that.
trust me, when you get older though, I wouldn't want to go back to school, especially college. But like you look back at like high school, middle school, elementary school, it's kind of fun.
You got football games on Friday.
Like that shit was
fun.
fun.
That shit was lit.
That was fun.
Everybody's firing up a big party, texting it out. You're heading to somebody's house on a Friday.
Yeah.
Dude, school was a blast.
If
I had
you're
a blast
Spenny,
at
you're
school.
selling Copenhagen.
Getting a payday.
Selling
Getting a
chewing
little
tobacco.
payday.
He was just going to work,
I
bud.
was just going to work.
Another day
Yeah.
at work.
Yeah, you can even make money at school if you're a drug
That,
dealer.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I sold tech decks. Made some money off that.
Really?
Actually, another thing I used to do is I used to sell them because I'd be on all these dirt bike races. I'd steal the cases of Monster and I would sell
That's
the
a good
Monsters
idea.
to
Yeah.
kids because like
Hot commodity.
it's hard
in
to
high
go to the
school.
gas station.
Low cost
Yeah.
business too.
Yeah, $2-3.
Everybody wants an energy drink in high school.
It was like the cool thing to like have an energy drink on your desk.
Dude,
Really?
Yeah.
When
We
I
were
was in high
businessmen,
school,
so-
kids weren't really drinking energy drinks.
We weren't
Like
allowed.
my group, yeah, I remember they
We
were
weren't
pretty
allowed.
taboo. Like if you showed up drinking an energy drink, it was like the same thing as fucking drinking a beer.
Yeah.
Like they damn near were like,
Really?
like you know,
you
just
got
like
a
the
Monster
teachers'
in
energy
class?
drinks. I don't know. It was just strange how like
There was one kid that came to my locker every single day, and it's hilarious because his name was Kyle, and he wore these purple big Osiris like high top shoes.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Me and
Just-
Evan would have been buddies.
Dude,
Classic.
He was just such a goofy kid, and he would come up at like 10:30 when we were switching classes because he knew I'd be at my locker, and he would come up and be like, "Hey, can I get a Monster?" And he like sometimes he wouldn't have money,
And they
so
just
I'd,
be
like,
warm.
Yeah, they're just sitting in my
It was
locker.
a hot
They were
Monster
sitting in my
locker.
and he'd buy one every single day.
Did you get shut down?
No, I didn't. Well, I mean, the principal actually.
He
And
bought
then,
one
I,
too.
dude, and then I had another thing where like I went to Vegas for a race, and Glennie was getting those like little cards with like the chicks on them.
Oh my god!
And I took those to school, and I actually got sent to the office for that because
Yeah.
they found that I was handing them out to all my buddies.
you
and
were
they're
handing
like,
out
"Dude,"
porn at
they're
school,
like, "Where the
bud.
hell are you getting all these cards?" And I just bring a big stack and just deal them out to all the boys and just for free,
Like
just
trading cards.
yeah, just literally trading cards.
Has anyone ever called those numbers, like one of those numbers, and like
No.
what happens?
Bro,
Like, does a
apparently
actually
You get bugs?
I've heard,
does
yeah,
that girl actually show up,
No,
or do some people show up and just
Yeah, I've
fucking?
heard.
Inevitable cat. I don't think it's
Break
all
your shit
you get
and
mugged,
take
but it's
your
just
money.
like I think it's like, hey, call this number and Lamborghini's gonna pull up, but then really just a Civic pulls up.
Yeah, that's what I'd imagine. They're
So some
they're-
Still a free
context
car.
for the listener. There's like these basically Pokemon cards, but with women explicitly showing
No, it
themselves.
doesn't have
they're
their stats on it.
dude. It's
It's
basically
just
a
got their phone
guy.
number.
It's a guy
and
standing
then
in
it's got their
Vegas.
phone number on it, and then there's guys in Vegas like on the sidewalks like handing these things out, like, "Hey, you want this girl to pull up to
But it's
your
like
room?"
$50 supposedly. I'm like, bro.
But if you,
these
know
I
girls
think
are
it's
doing-
I
like
mean, most people know it's
$50.
not real.
It's like
a
$50
scam. This chick
just
isn't
for them to
showing
knock
up,
on your
but-
door, and I think it's.
Bro.
But what
more
does
than-
happen?
Ken puts
I
it-
don't know. I'm worried about the girls. Like, what a dangerous job.
Yeah, oh
Like,
yeah.
you're just some random girl and you're going to show up to some dirty guy's fucking room. A lot of bad shit could happen. Like, I feel bad for the women that are in that position. Hopefully they really enjoy their job because, like,
The world's oldest
sad.
profession.
Another funny thing that was at our high school too is we had like a designated smoking pit outside the high school.
Shut up.
Dude, I
Canadian
had
thing?
Shut up.
no lie. There was a straight up smoking pit, and there was this a couple kids. I was in like the low English class because I sucked at English.
Because you only knew Canadian at the time.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. There's a couple kids who were like kind of like gnarlier dudes, and this one kid would like we would be doing like a test or something, and he was just like such a loose cannon, and he would stand up and he'd be like, "Mr. Mott, I'm going for a smoke," and he would just stand up and he would walk out and go
What?
smoke a
And
dog.
what would
and
Mr.
that was
Mott do?
okay?
That's
he would just be
wild.
like, all right, like
You gotta respect that.
Canadians-
That's back when you couldn't just hide a vape in your
No.
sweatshirt. You
No.
know, you actually had to go outside and
Yeah.
rip a dart.
Dude.
You weren't hiding shit.
like literally, and then like he would show up late, and the teachers would be like, "Why are you late?" And he's like, "Oh, I was finishing my dart," and it, like
What?
they never said anything to him. Like he was just like,
Was
they
it
just,
legal?
Was he? Yeah. What
No,
was,
it wasn't
was
legal.
he? He wasn't even of legal age.
Well,
that blows my mind.
It was illegal to buy them, but it wasn't illegal to smoke them.
It's like
Okay.
having window
Yeah.
tint,
Yeah,
except for the opposite.
What age can you use tobacco
18.
in? Oh, really? In Canada?
18.
So they would just...
Some of the kids, I mean, like every high school had like smoking pits, and you like knew that. That's where
What's a
like
smoking pit?
it was just
Describe
like
this to me.
It was so like there's the parking lot, and then the school's right here, and there's like a batch of trees.
So it was a designated spot established by the school for smoking, or was
Not
it just a
established,
spot?
it was just like a known
That's where
spot.
the
It was
kids.
just like
that's
that's
where all
where
the
you would go.
smokers went.
Oh,
But
okay.
like the principal and the school cop would go cruise by it at like lunchtime because they knew like the kids were out there smoking.
And
stuff.
what? Tell them to
Want to
stop.
make their presence
No, they
known.
wouldn't tell them to stop, but they would just be like
Oh.
making sure they weren't like smoking weed or like doing
Yeah,
drugs.
just
It's
cigarettes.
like obviously like that's where you would go to deal the drugs. Like you'd meet in the smoking pit.
Makes
or like
sense.
if there was ever a fight, they'd be like meet in the smoking pit, and you'd go to the smoking pit, and that's where you'd.
How big
Everybody
was this
standing
smoking
around.
pit?
Probably like as big as just like this room.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
pretty big pit. And
Decent
is it
size.
actually in the ground?
No, it was
Not an
literally just
actual
like it was
pit.
like where like where there was like a drain or something, like a little
Oh,
couple.
so you guys are
trees.
just standing in water?
No, there was just a
Just
water.
found a
drain.
low lying. We found
Just
a
a little-
wetland.
Just a little low.
It had
area.
a drain. There's no water.
There's no
And
water.
so you guys would just stand around a drain.
I didn't go into the smoking pit. I was just.
You sure know a
I
lot
just
about
knew
it,
where
Spenny.
was.
I bet you were
Everybody-
dealing monsters to him.
Spenny's taking a
was.
troll by the
They're like,
smoking
meet
pit.
me at the smoking pit. You're like, I'm not doing the deal out there.
What about
Come to my locker, bro.
What about like cafeterias? Did you guys have cafeterias in your school?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
every school has a
What was it like?
cafeteria. Wait, what?
I loved it, dude.
What
I
do they-
loved school
You
lunch.
didn't have a cafeteria?
No. So we
Oh.
had this restaurant called Cocoa Brooks.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was a pizza place. It was an
Our
Italian.
school
it was like
wasn't
a
big
bakery.
enough to have
in
that.
your school.
In the school.
Big
so,
schools
So
have
all
that.
you had at your choice was just a pizza.
No. So they
Or
had
a
like
hot lunch.
calzones, pizzas. They had banana bread.
But you had a
coffees,
standard hot lunch with
salads.
lunch ladies too, though, right?
No,
But
no.
you could-
No, we
No.
only
Wait,
had that. It
only
was just like
a-
a little.
interesting.
So you didn't have like a lunch ladies
No.
doing things.
Oh.
There was no buffet line
It
where you
was-
just ran through.
No,
and-
it was called Cocoa Brooks, and you'd go up there, you'd order a pineapple barbecue pizza,
Just
or
pizza
you
every day.
no, like
You-
not just pizza. They had like salads
Yeah.
and like
Either that
Some
or
bowls
you'd
and
pack your
stuff.
own lunch.
yeah, where you pack.
But
your
you
own
never had like
But-
chicken.
Like today's
And
chicken
no, no.
nuggets.
And
you never had
you didn't have
the
a
menu.
plate
A
with
tray.
a little milk.
No,
Dude,
no.
you know, I'd like to go back to my high school and see if the school lunch still holds up today.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Who is it?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
It's our buddy from Winnipeg.
Oh!
What up?
What?
What the frick?
It's a bad time to show up?
No,
you're just fine.
Just drop in.
Holy hell, that's hilarious.
How's it going?
Did they not tell you we were coming?
No.
No, I knew.
No, Spenny told me.
Benny knows.
I didn't know on the hour
I
when
could
you'd be
feel
here,
it.
but-
I could feel it.
This is what we were saying earlier in the podcast. People just drop in.
I love
Look
it.
at
What up, fellas?
It's just another day.
Hey, I got the
good to
same
see you.
hat.
It's just another day. What up, dude? How's it going, brother?
Unreal.
Doc?
How you doing?
Yeah, come
All
on.
right, we got the whole crew coming
Let's
through.
go. Love
Make
it.
the walk through.
How
There
you
we go.
doing?
How's it going?
Come on through.
Come
What's
on
up,
in.
man?
This is hilarious.
Come on through.
Come on in. What's up?
Come on through. Hey, thanks for coming. Hey, how's it going?
Take a
Yep.
seat. Get
Yeah, take a
comfortable.
seat.
Unbelievable.
But yeah,
Sorry.
anyway, so it was sweet because we could eat in class too. I don't know if you guys could eat in class.
No.
But like
No.
we could be in class and 30 minutes in, you're hungry and you say, hey, could I run to like the bathroom or whatever? You run to the bathroom, hit Cocoa Brooks. There's a couple boys hanging out in the like the little
Oh, so they were
cafeteria
open all
area.
day.
Open all day. Grab a slice of banana bread, head back up to the classroom.
What the fuck?
It was actually so sick. Dude, Canada High School was lit. I was honestly sick.
Just reliving
you're
the glory
selling me
days
on
over
it.
here.
You didn't graduate, Spenny. You could go back.
No, I graduated.
Oh, you
You didn't
didn't? I
grad-
thought you said you didn't.
No, my brother didn't. But then
Oh.
he went back and got it after.
I was gonna
But-
say you still have a chance
Dude,
to go
I
back if
had-
you like it that much.
I even had a sick woodshop teacher that we would be in woodshop and we'd be like, hey, is
So-
it cool if we run to McDonald's?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, just get me a double cheeseburger.
What the
and we
fuck?
would leave class for 30 minutes like all the time and go to McDonald's and grab my cheeseburger and he like didn't care.
Paying them off.
Dude, it's always the like just shop. Well, I had one shop teacher that was the biggest cheese dick I've ever met, but the other shop teacher was the same as that. He let us do whatever we wanted.
Yeah,
It was great.
I had a cool
Build
one,
whatever
too.
we wanted. Yeah, like, that
I
was
want
all
someone's
good.
shop class to build another wooden dirt bike.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
let's see if anyone can build a better wooden dirt bike than us. I mean, ride it at your own risk, but I don't think anyone's building a better wooden dirt bike than us. Then maybe an Amish colony. That's it. But like straight up,
Dude,
like,
we gotta go down there and maybe start seeing if they can do some
We should,
projects
yeah,
for
that'd
us.
be
dude,
great.
It's a
honestly,
good video.
Challenge
dude,
them.
the Amish, those
I
guys know
think
how
so.
to work.
Because they
They're
want to
smart,
make money.
too.
They want to make a living.
I saw a pretty funny video the other day. It was going into an Amish colony and just telling them wild things that have happened. Like, yeah, did you guys hear? And then showing them an AI video. Did you hear that? Yeah, like a pack of like rabid dogs like took over like the next town over, and then just show them a video of like the dogs like going into bars and like kicking people out, or like just like bizarre things. That was a bad example.
Wow.
But
Remember our Amish buddy that gave us this hat?
Peter Yodel.
Peter?
He was at
Yoder.
WeFest.
That thing
Yeah,
is pretty
close.
Amish.
Yoder.
Yeah, well, he left his Amish colony. Now he's got a phone. He's fucking
Dude,
hitting
he
WeFest.
FaceTimed me when he was at Gavin Adcock. And I was like, bro, it was so random. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's all, I'm all piled up. And then I talked to him the next day and he goes, oh, fuck, I don't even remember seeing at Gavin Adcock. And I'm like, yeah, you called me last
All
night.
right, right here.
Hold on,
Yeah.
let's hear this.
That crazy news about, so there's cats in the Olympics now. Cats.
Oh, you can get these guys with anything now.
Hats and
Thank you.
Olympic.
So look, there's cats.
The kids is like, this is lit.
Kind of insane. How do you train a cat how to do that? This one's from America.
This one's from America.
This is a real sport now. People are training their cats to go jump
Kinda
off these
mean.
diving boards.
I mean, I think the guy's not believing it.
Yeah, he's
That-
not,
dude,
but he's got to be like, how the hell did he make that?
Skeptical.
That hat
You guys-
is pretty serious Amish spec, though.
Dude,
Yeah.
you guys remember when Nelk made that video with like they take the Amish guy to Miami?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
They
just-
get a bunch of backlash for
They
that.
did, yeah, they did. And I think the Amish guy left in the middle of the night. Like he felt very uncomfortable. He was breaking his rules, you know.
Yeah.
Which I
Damn.
think that's not cool to like take someone out of their
Their
religion
zone.
or whatever and ruin it, you know.
I wonder
Go
if we
against their
could drop
religion.
in though and like be like, yo, for example, can you guys build us a wooden dirt bike?
I bet you they would for
Yeah.
You could
sure.
build
You
us
can,
a
because I mean you
mean
can hire
barn.
them to
And what-
build you like lake cabins.
I
and
think
stuff.
like worst
They'll
case
do these
scenario,
little homes.
worst case they would just say like we don't want to be on camera.
Yeah,
But, like,
no,
they
that's
would
fine.
still, yeah,
that.
It just
yeah.
literally shows us pulling
Pulling
up,
up, giving them the assignment.
yeah, and then coming back and be like, all right, let's see what they built.
It doesn't
Yeah.
have to just be wood, dude. They can build like anything.
Yeah,
They're
concrete.
super. Like if you take like an old car, Grandpa Ron tells me all the time. He's like, "Yeah, take an old car, bring it to the Amish. They'll have that thing looking brand new, fully restored in like 3 weeks."
How do they do it?
Wonder
It's
what
actually
kind of
insane.
product they're using.
They have a guy for everything. They will build it themselves. They're super good, and they take a lot of pride in their work, and they charge you an honest wage.
There we go.
That's where you should have taken the unicorn.
What? I think we do got to go venture out and
Let's
see.
do it. Let's do it.
see
That'd be
what we
good.
can
That'd be
do.
a good video.
I think it'd be
Yeah.
great. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Just
Also,
gotta come up
yeah.
with some good builds.
They probably got good eggs, too.
They got
They have
good
great
wine
egg,
too.
great
We'll
meat.
get some,
Chicken.
bring it
Yeah,
back
yeah,
for
right.
everyone.
Good
Yeah, Grandpa Ron
cows.
said he got hammered off their wine.
Yeah. Grandpa
Good
Ron used
bread.
to hang with the Amish all the time.
Really?
Yeah,
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 he's
he'd
actually
do like
pretty tight
business
with
with
them.
them because like basically he was doing some kind of job where say they're transporting groceries from wherever to this grocery store, and let's just say they didn't make it in a certain time span, then they would show up with like this truck full of, let's just say, peanut butter, and no, we're not buying it anymore. The grocery store says we're not buying it anymore. So then they would sell it to the Amish. Then it'd be like his job. He would like go and like sell it to the Amish for like a quarter of the price or half the price. They would buy all of it.
Interesting.
Yeah, and
I
they'd
didn't
always
know that's
pay in
what
cash.
Grandpa Ron
They'd
was doing
always
with
pay
the
in cash. They'd always pay in cash. He said they got big money.
I'd be like, wait, you just pulled out an Amex? What?
Yeah, I got to get the rewards, the travel rewards.
All right.
Well, perfect,
Well,
fellas.
I love that idea though. Maybe drop a comment what we should
Have
have the Amish build
Amish
us.
build.
That'd be actually a really good title. We had the Amish restore the unicorn. No, just kidding. We got Robbie Layton
Yeah.
built the unicorn, but let's just say something else. Another vehicle we have destroyed.
Ev's Chevy.
We
With
can have
the
him
F
we can have him fix the wooden dirt bike. That'd be easy for him. They'd have that done before lunch.
You could have 'em- I mean, like, I'd like a list of things because they'll probably knock it all out in like a day. Have them build us a couple ramps.
Imagine we drop off all of our broken stuff there. None of it is like traditional, and they're like, "Who are these guys and what are they doing?"
Yeah.
And just fix it.
Drop off the boat car. Ask them if they can make it float.
Probably could.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
subscribe if you haven't. We post podcasts every Tuesday, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Take it easy.
Peace.